Hi, I'm Tanya Joyner with Sanctified Prosperity Clothing, and tonight we're going to talk about fashion that should never happen. The first thing that we're going to talk about is incorrect size. Here in the U.S. lately, I don't know what's going on, but everybody wants to wear the incorrect size clothing. Guys want to wear triple XL, even if they wear, actually wear a medium. So for whatever reason, people are kind of clueless about their size. Same thing goes with the ladies. Quite a few ladies are wearing mediums when they're supposed to be wearing triple XL. So I'm gonna address some of the situations that we've got going on, and hopefully try to get some things clear. Whenever you're choosing your clothing, you really should make sure that it's the proper size, not just because of how everybody else thinks you look, but also for health reasons. We're finding that a lot of guys that are wearing these much larger clothes are experiencing back problems later on in life because they're having to adjust their posture so much, lean forward, hunch their backs over, and open their legs up really wide to keep the pants from falling down instead of just wearing a belt or wearing the proper size clothing. So those are some things that are going on with the guys. With the ladies, though, we're seeing a lot of bruising. People are losing circulation in certain parts of their bodies, and then also varicose veins, which are very challenging to get rid of. These are some things that can be caused by improper clothing or improper posture. So it really is important to make sure that your clothes are the right size whenever you're going to wear them. Not only that, but clothing can give impressions to other people, especially at your work site. So make sure that your clothes are not too baggy, because for whatever reason, a lot of people feel like if your clothes are too big, that it makes you not only look bigger, but it gives a sloppy impression, like you're not concerned at all about your appearance to others. Also, wearing clothes that are too small can give a bad impression that you're just kind of coming across as a person with loose morals. So just be very careful of those things. Also, holes. Sometimes it's, if you're wearing casual wear and you got holes in your clothes, that's cool. If you're wearing jeans that are supposed to have holes in them, that's fine. If you're wearing lace or something that's supposed to have holes in it, that's cool. But in general, just holes with clothes, clothes with holes should not be so. So either get rid of them or get them fixed, whether you have to use a patch or you have to take them to a seamstress or whatever. Just take care of it so that you look very presentable. Next, stains. If you have stains on your clothes, keep in mind that if you can see it, most likely everyone else can too. So try to remove the stain numerous different ways. You might try a stain stick or a spray or pre-soak or pre-treatment or something like that. There's all kind of things that you can find out on the web nowadays that'll help get some things out of your clothes. After you tried it, maybe 3-4 different methods, and you haven't found anything, and you can't find anything that works on the web, then you can always take it to a clothing shop and ask a professional there. You can contact a dry cleaner with a good reputation and ask them what you might want to try. But if it still doesn't work, the best thing I could suggest is go and try to find a garment that's very similar, or if not exactly the same match, and then ditch the one with the stain in it. A couple of other places that you can look are on the back of detergent bottles. Sometimes they'll have really good tips there, or you can look inside the inside of your washing machine lid. So those are some good places to get advice on how to get rid of stains. Some other things. We talked about holes. Sometimes you get a hole because you snagged your clothes on something. Then there's other times you just got a hole because you were fooling around and ripped your clothes. But anyway, no matter what, if you get a pick or a pull, which is where a piece of thread comes out, is pulled out of the pattern of the garment, don't ever cut it off. Never cut it off. Because if you cut it and then the garment goes back to where it's supposed to be, you'll end up with a hole, and it's very hard to repair those types of holes. If you do come across a pick or a pull, just try to wiggle the fabric lightly and gently and see if you can get it to go back into place. But never cut it, or you're going to have a hole. And this often happens with like lycra, spandex, rayon, and some knits. So just be careful with your clothing. Some other things, wrinkles. Oh gosh, I don't even know if I should be teaching on this because I just don't even buy stuff usually that I have to iron. I love t-shirts, but I hate the fact that you sooner or later going to have to iron it to get all the wrinkles out. So some tips for those are, be sure to go ahead and iron anything that you need to iron. If you're not good at ironing, outsource by all means. If you do iron, make sure that you use the proper iron setting. Some other things are fabric refresher for whatever reason. If you run out of starch, you can use fabric refresher as a stand-in, and not only does it get the job done, but your clothes smell really, really fresh. So something I saw my husband doing, I thought he was going crazy. I thought he picked up the wrong bottle or something, or maybe he was having a moment. But it works so well. So those are some things that you can try with the ironing. If you ever get pressed for time and you're lucky enough to be wearing a jacket for the full day, just really with your ironing, just nip it in the bud. Just go ahead and iron the whole front of the garment. Make sure that you pay attention to the collar and to the cuffs, and then also in between your buttons, and just make sure you get all the way down the front. Now keep in mind that if you're tucking in your shirt, you don't have to iron the very bottom of the shirt, and then also don't forget your sleeves. Most people won't see the back of your shirt anyway. If they do, they'll probably assume that you just sat down somewhere and the back of your shirt got really, got wrinkled. But hey, sometimes you're pressed for time and you don't really have a choice. So those last few seconds trying to get every wrinkle out the back of a shirt can make a big difference. Again, to minimize those wrinkles though, you can hang up garments as soon as they come out of the dryer. That'll help some. There's also sprays that release wrinkles. You can always use fabric softener. That helps a little bit. And then there's also these balls that you can put into the dryer, and you add a little bit of water, and the steam actually gets the wrinkles out. So those are some cool things that might be helpful as well. Lastly, let's talk about undergarments. Undergarments are garments that are supposed to be worn under something. So case in point, we have a lot of guys walking around with wife beaters on during the day. And I've actually approached a few and I've asked you, do you know that you're wearing your underwear on the outside of your clothing? And a lot of these young guys have no clue that wife beaters are actually underwear. Even though it's purchased in the underwear section. I'm not sure why they don't know that. But anyway, so make sure that whenever you're out and about that you cover your undergarments with another garment, especially if you are in any type of workplace or you encounter somebody that you like to make a nice impression on. Ladies, make sure that you double check your attire before you leave to make sure that you don't have bra straps hanging out or cleavage falling out or underwear showing. And one of the things that people don't always realize is that whenever or for ladies, if you have on a thin shirt or a shirt that is a solid color and it's kind of a thinner material or a material that lays very flat, be sure you don't wear a lace bra underneath that, because a lot of times people can see the lace impression on your top and you're thinking you're just looking great and oh, everybody's looking at me. Yeah, we are, because we can see your bra. So you might not want all your business in the street. So be sure that you take a very careful, meticulous look at yourself before you walk out the door. Last thing, and this is one of the things that I usually tell the ladies, is to test your outfit before you walk out of the door. And how you do this is you reach up, both hands, reach up to the ceiling as high as you can, and then put your hand on the small of your back. Reach behind you and see what you can feel. Just reach around, all the way around, the front, the back, both sides, and see if something's out. See if you can feel your skin. If you can feel your skin, then we can see your skin. So if that's not the goal, to have your skin showing, then make sure that you adjust your shirt accordingly. Also touch the floor, touch your toes, do the same test, reach around the back and see if people can feel, if people can see your underwear. If they can see that thong that you decided to put on that day because you didn't want to deal with panty line, or if they can see, your big old underwear with the smiley faces all on it, that's not cool. So make sure that you test your outfit. The last thing that I tell people is to, or tell the ladies, is to make sure that you bend over in front of a mirror and look in the mirror and see if you can look down your shirt. And if that's the case, you can always wear a larger necklace, and so that whenever you bend over, the necklace will hang in front of your cleavage, and so that way all of your cleavage is not exposed. Also, you can use the little inserts that they have now. It's a little insert that attaches to your straps, and it covers your cleavage so that you're not kind of falling out of there. And you know, those are just some things that you can use. And just in general with bra straps, don't forget that you can have convertible bra straps, clear bra straps. They have bra clips, and then you can also use a safety pin if you have to, because this is how our grandmothers used to do it. You get a safety pin on the inside of your shirt and you pin your shirt to your bra, so that way you don't have to worry about your strap being uncovered because you just pinned it to your top, so your strap will go wherever your shirt goes. Those are just some simple tips that hopefully will help you to be modest in your attire, and also to feel more confident, because you don't have to worry about what people are looking at. They're only seeing what you want them to see. Thanks so much for listening. My name is Tanya Joyner, Sanctified Prosperity Clothing.